Howdy everybody, Steve here, KM9G. Welcome to my ham shack. It is new radio day. Today is the release day of the Radioddity VB70-B, and that B means Bluetooth. That 70 means 70 watts of output. We're going to test that out. And the V means VHF. It's actually VB70-B, so is it VHF, Bluetooth, 70 watts, Bluetooth? I don't know. Let's get over to the bench and show you all what comes with it so you know what to get if you're missing stuff, and do some power testing and get on the air and all kinds of other fun stuff. I love me new radio day. Let's get this thing out and see what all we get. First off, you get a manual. Radioddity is usually really good about manuals. This is, wow, this is 100% English. This is getting better all the time. Okay. So one of the things I look for in a manual is, can you program a repeater with the instructions that they give you? Okay. It looks fairly typical in that if you know what you're doing, you'll figure it out. Kudos for getting better and better all the time, but let's do something like, why would we use this? You know, let's go down that path too. All right, now let's get all this stuff out so we can show it to you. We get this pretty cool little Velcro bungee type band here, which works with a Bluetooth PTT switch and a charging cable for that. We get a pretty good length of power cord here. It has the typical mobile radio T connector on one end and the typical nothing on the other end. We get a bunch of screws and hardware for mounting the radio to go with the mounting bracket that we get for mounting the radio. And this has the adjustable height viewing angle set up on it. And we get actually a pretty decent microphone here. Large PTT switch on it, up and down buttons on the top, DTMF pad. You can lock the keypad, you can turn DTMF off. It has the microphone hold down there. I would probably want it to be in the middle of the keypad or a little bit higher, but no complaints, it'll probably still get the job done. RJ45 connector here, and the pinout is in the manual for it, so that's a nice little setup there, and a rubber boot to protect it and finish it off and make it look good when it's plugged in. And then the radio, oh, hang on. Oh, contractual obligations, stupid labor laws and unions and everything. Get this off of here. Come on. All right, that's gone. All right, awesome. So a chunky clicky knob, a volume power knob that's kind of smooth, function, call, squelch, power, TS/DCS, megahertz, and VM for VFO or memory mode. A fan on the back. We've got two connectors here. One is for ignition on your car, so it'll turn on and off when you turn the car on and off. And the other one is for an external speaker. Up front we have a data jack for a programming cable. It did not come with a programming cable, so we won't be going over that. Hopefully we'll be able to easily program in a repeater from internally here. We'll try that out in a little bit. All right, let's give it a power up. Hit the power button on the top. Nice amber color, I like it. It says, welcome. So nice, so sweet. All right, we're right in channel mode, and there's a couple of pre-programmed channels it looks like. Switch it back to frequency mode. Where's my microphone? Let's check the power output. This is the VB70, so that 70 has got to be power, right? Okay, so we are on 146.52. We're on high power, and we've got our power meter here, and we're pumping 68.6 watts out, 68.47 when I let go of the key, and 1.4 to 1 SWR. So that's pretty close to 70 watts out. I like it. The reason why it's not is obviously because the SWR is not 1 to 1. Okay, now let's do power and change this over to mid power. And mid power is 25 watts, good solid 25 watts. Low power. Low power is 10 watts, nice. I am going to try and program in a repeater now. This is the N6 RDS repeater, and then I need to do a shift. So function key, shift, and it's gonna be +6, and it's positive, okay. And then I need a tone of 1, 2, 3. All right, we can't get it from inside the shack. We're gonna have to take it outside the shack. Let's get this thing written out to memory. I'm gonna hit the function key, and then that's gonna change this VM to MW. So VM is VFO or memory mode, and MW is memory write. So I'm gonna do function, memory write, and that wrote it right over channel 16, which I'd have to know that channel 16 was free, or I can turn this dial here to get up to some unknown number. And there's a blinking M. Does the blinking M go away when I reach a memory that has something in it? It does not go away. 510 memories, holy moly, that's a lot of memories. And now I've written it to memory channel 510. So 32, 510. So you'd have to find your free channel first and then write it into the free channel. You can't, it doesn't automatically drop you at the nearest favorite free channel. Let's get outside and see if we can get on this repeater. All right, we are in the car now, and I want to set up this PTT button real quick. I don't have a Bluetooth stereo system in the car because I like older cars, and so I can't demonstrate everything, but I can show you how this PTT is meant to go. Stick it somewhere on your steering wheel, out of the way, and then I can PTT while I am driving and not take my hands off the wheel and not get my microphone out and all kinds of other stuff if I had a more modern stereo system, which I don't. All right, we're going to try that N6 RDS repeater outside.
Hello from 3,700 feet. This is the N6 RDS repeater. Welcome.
All right, she sounds pretty good too. KM9G on the N6 RDS repeater. Anybody out there? This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf, KM9G, visiting in Arizona, trying to get a contact on the N6 RDS repeater. Anybody out there? Womp womp. My ham shack is still under construction, but I wanted to get you some information on this radio as it gets released today. It is a VHF only monoband radio, and it will listen to airband AM, but it'll do all your VHF 2-meter FM transmitting type stuff. It comes in at about $200 with a programming cable. I didn't get a programming cable with mine, so I won't be able to show you all that. We talked about the 70 watts of output power. We talked about the Bluetooth a little bit, but this thing also has noise reduction. I will show you that in a future video when I get around to some noisy 2-meter signals that I want to quiet down a bit. So this is going to work a lot like Yaesu's ASP technology, but a little bit cheaper. I'm looking at the specs here, and it is telling me that it has 200 channels that it can store, but I actually was able to store something up into the 500. I did 510 to be specific. It's got room for more than just 200 channels. 25K, 20K, and 12.5K channel spacing if that's what you want. It has phase lock step. It works off of 13.8 volts. It'll work off of a little bit less voltage, but that means that it will put out a little bit less power. So you can run it off of a battery if you are one of those battery type people like me. The VB70-D. It is a pretty slick little radio. I actually like the size form factor that it's got and a little bit of heat sinking and fan type action to help keep it cool. What would you use a 2-meter monoband radio for? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. There is a discount code down there if you would like to save some money on your purchase of this radio, and a link for some more information. I am on a quest this year to get 100,000 subscribers. Subscribing is free. There is a button right down below the video here, and if you are so motivated to support the channel, there's also a join button right over there, or other ways to support the channel in the description. I appreciate y'all stopping by. There is a video right over here I think you'll enjoy next. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.